Yo, what is up guys, it's the AZ Gamer here, and today we have the top 10 best games of 2014 for you guys. In this video, none of these games will be remasters, and all these games must be on the Xbox One and or PlayStation 4. Be sure to subscribe and enjoy the video. Infamous Second Son is a gorgeous open-world action game exclusive to the PlayStation 4. It's the third game in the Infamous franchise developed by Sucker Punch, and is an amazing show of what the PlayStation 4 can do. The game takes place in rainy Seattle, my own hometown, and I found this game to have an amazing and lengthy story along with lots of side tasks to do. Instead of being restrained to one special power, Delta can have a total of up to 4 different powers, with each having a myriad of abilities. The combat and flow of the game is very fast paced, boss fights are exciting, and the decisions made in certain missions have an effect on the total outcome of the story. Infamous Second Son is a damn good game and proves just how capable of a machine the PS4 is. Sunset Overdrive is an Xbox exclusive that ditches all seriousness found in countless other games this year and knows that it's a video game. You get an outstanding action game loaded with explosions, enemies, places to explore, and everything in between. All of this is painted in a lush and vibrant color scheme. You won't find any dull browns and greens here. Traversing the open world of Sunset Overdrive is much more fun and exciting than traversing any other open world game this year, and you'll find yourself getting sidetracked constantly doing side missions and even miscellaneous tasks. Sunset Overdrive is easily one of the best games found on Xbox One, and strives to stay that way with a constant DLC rolling in soon. Alien Isolation is the perfect Aliens game many big fans have been waiting for. After the flop that was Aliens Colonial Marines, many people lost hope. That was until the reveal of Alien Isolation, a true next-gen horror game. The presentation and visuals of it all is stellar. The pounding of the xenomorphs' feet in the vents and the sucking of air every now and then give you an astounding immersive feeling. The xenomorph is extremely smart and horrifying when playing on hard difficulties, while the challenge still remains on even the easiest difficulty. This is a first-person survival horror stealth game that nobody should miss out on. There was lots of controversy surrounding the release of Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. The reason being was because Ground Zeroes is only a prologue to the Phantom Pain, and a very short one at that. Some people even beat the main mission in as little as 6 minutes. However, length and replay value don't define whether a video game is good or not, but keep in mind that if you do complete the side missions in different ways and go for S ranks, the replayability is quite high actually. Ground Zeroes consists of challenging and immersive stealth mechanics, and realistic voice acting, animations, and of course visuals. It's almost as if the Fox engine used up most of the next-gen consoles' powers, along with squeezing the Xbox 360's and PS2's remaining juice. Especially while it's priced quite low for a AAA title, Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes is a game you shouldn't miss out on. Thief has one of the best settings out of all next-gen games out. The oppressive atmosphere keeps you engulfed in dark shadows, grimy and gorgeous visuals, and rain-slicked brick buildings. Thief utilizes volumetric lighting, advanced anti-aliasing, high-quality textures, and powerful anisotropic filtering. Swooping around through shadows, picking guards' pockets, stealing valuable jewelry, etc. makes this game a blast to play through. Garrett the Master Thief is equipped with many handy tools, like different arrow types to use with his bow, a blackjack used for climbing, etc. Of course, the beauty of it all does result in longer loading times than usual, especially for the last generation of consoles, but it shouldn't be a big deal for the Xbox One, PS4, and of course PC. Thief is an adventure you shouldn't miss out on, while it's fairly cheap and easy to come by. Far Cry 4's predecessor, Far Cry 3, was rated as 2012's #1 shooter by many well-known websites and reviewers. So how exactly does Far Cry 4 fare? Well, if you loved Far Cry 3, there's no doubt you'll love this iteration of the Far Cry franchise. Both games play similarly, but with many different aspects. Far Cry 4 takes place in the beautiful open world of Karat. You can venture through snowy mountains, lively forests, and many villages littered throughout the world map. The game makes great use of the Xbox One and PS4's power with immensely detailed wildlife, explosions, water, textures, etc. It definitely takes the Xbox 360 and PS3 beyond their limits. The main antagonist of the game, Pei-Jon Min, is a very likable and lively character, along with many more important characters in the storyline being so too. Far Cry 4 is definitely an awesome action adventure you shouldn't miss out on for 2014. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is actually a one-of-a-kind Call of Duty game. The transition from MW3 to Black Ops 2 and onto Ghost was never big, because they all played similarly but with different stories, maps, modes, etc. Sledgehammer Games attempted to try something actually new with this Call of Duty iteration, and did the job very well. Everybody's now equipped with fast-moving exosuits that add feel and adrenaline to the already fast-paced action that Call of Duty is known for. The campaign is fairly lengthy compared to previous iterations, and Exo Survival supports up to 4 players as opposed to 2 found in MW3 Survival. Also, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is the first fully optimized Call of Duty game on PC. Most graphics cards can handle the game at 1080p maxed out above 60 frames per second. The content-rich multiplayer offers a wealth of opportunities to learn the EXO moveset, and the futuristic combat tech and gear are a treat to use. Filled to the brim with new modes, weapons, ways to play, and outstanding graphics, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is a fantastic beginning to the next generation era of Call of Duty. Forza Horizon 2 is a big stepping stone for the Forza franchise. Even though Forza Motorsport 5 released on Xbox One, Horizon 2 is the first Forza game to utilize and build upon next generation power. For the first time in a Forza game, Horizon 2 features full-blown weather effects and outstanding visual fidelity. You can race over 200 cars as opposed to much less from the Crew and Drive Club, and there are many different cities to explore in the beautiful countries of France and Italy. There are loads of different championship races to take a part in. The game's map is filled to the brim with many exciting things to do, and not just repetitive tasks found in other game worlds. If you are a big fan of racing games or just getting into racing games and you own an Xbox One or Xbox 360, Forza Horizon 2 is the perfect game for you. Handling a fast car in this game feels smoother and better than any other racing game I've played, and there's a reason why many sites across the web name Forza Horizon 2 as Racing Game of the Year. Titanfall released under the love of many and the hate of many, mostly for being a game not found on PlayStation consoles. Many people doubted its chance to thrive due to being online only, a weakness in the age of vulnerable server connectivity. According to many critics, it also played a lot like Call of Duty, which gave it the phrase, COD with mechs. This, however, was not the case. After many FPS releases mostly consisting of generic gameplay that revolved around shooting other players, Titanfall brought new ideas to the table. The game combined 6 players in each team with countless bots that, while it gave XP, weren't meant for points. Killing bots would decrease your waiting time to bring in a Titan, which then you could unleash ultimate firepower against players and their Titans. Titanfall, of course, didn't have much content, with only about 7 to 8 different weapons and no campaign. However, the fast-paced and fresh gameplay of Titanfall's multiplayer gave it the critically acclaimed title of Multiplayer Shooter of the Year by many popular websites and reviewers. This frantic FPS is a game no Xbox owner should miss. Wolfenstein: The New Order is by far the best game of 2014 for me. The story was top-notch and kept me immersed from the prologue to the epilogue. William J. Blazkowicz, the main protagonist you play, is a very relatable and likable character. BJ Blazkowicz is the same character from the classic Wolfenstein of a long time ago. The New Order consists of fast-paced and well-thought-out dual-wielding gameplay with big shotguns, machine guns, laser weapons, rocket launchers, etc. You name it. Bethesda opted for a single-player only game with Wolfenstein: The New Order, but that is definitely not a problem, as more time was put into the fantastic story of this game. While the ending doesn't warrant a sequel of The New Order, I would definitely be pleased to see one. Proof of the fact that this story is memorable is that I can remember everything that happened even though I last played the game months ago. Some may worry that campaign-only games have no lasting appeal, but I feel that The New Order warrants 3 playthroughs. This is because there are 2 different storylines depending on who you save in the first chapter. After those 2 playthroughs, who wouldn't want to run through the game in uber difficulty? Wolfenstein: The New Order is an outstanding and memorable shooter that no FPS fan should miss out on. Thank you guys for watching, and be sure to subscribe, like, and let me know in the comments what your top games of 2014 are. I'll see you guys on the next video.